Okay, the first step in getting started is just to understand what you're reading within the Keep Shift system. So here you can see we're on the dashboard. So what does this actually mean? Well, at the moment you are the admin, so you're seeing the admin view, and all views are governed by the permission structure. But let's just look at the dashboard. So you'll see clock in, clock out here on the left. So if I clock in and then clock out, it will appear on my weekly timesheet, which I can then edit. So if you wanted employees to clock in and clock out, that's how you utilize that. And I'll have that on their phone or however they use it, tablet or whatever. Your own weekly roster will appear on the right. So if you're using the roster function within the system, this data will appear here. Now, as the admin under the permissions, you'll have the opportunity to onboard new employees here on the right, and you can easily onboard someone from here. As the admin, you'll see only weekly costs, which are related to the roster and pay templates. So only if you're using that within the system will data appear here. Also in events and job sheets. Okay, so that's just understanding the dashboard. Now, let's just ensure you're setting your company up properly. Okay, so on the sidebar of your menu, underneath the photo Jack Jones, you'll see dashboards highlighted. Let's go to My Company. Okay, company info. Now, this should be the same company info you entered when you were signing up on your link. Okay, so just make sure you check all the details there. Account details below company info. This is the plan that you're on at the moment, whatever plan you've signed up for. Billing information. This is the relevant information you subscribed under, and invoice history. These are all the invoices that you would have received or been charged for, which you can then download and export to your accounting software. All right. Now, locations, that's related to your head office. So again, if you haven't set that up, you just press new location here and set up the location. If you've got multiple office locations, you can set that up also. But if you've only got one head office, just pop that down on there. Now, the next section is permissions. Now, this is really important because this is what will govern what your employees can view or supervisors. Now, I'm under all employees because I've got employees set up. Let's just change that. Up the top here, where the employees is blue, you've got groups. Now, by default, these groups are set as employee, supervisor, manager, or admin. Now you'll see admin's got full access to everything, okay? Employees don't have full access to everything. Now to edit what they see and what they are restricted to, you go to the little cog button which says manage permissions, and you click manage permissions. Now, do I want employees to view my company info? Not particularly. What about account details? No. Do I want them to have permissions? No. Locations, no, that's company settings. Now, notifications, no. Profile, they can view their own personal. Okay. Employees, roles. So you can go through each button and you can adjust what your employees can have access to. The main thing, if you're in the trade sector, what you probably will want them to have access to is probably adding, editing, deleting your swims. So you could put full access for that, full access for any safety documentation. Always ensure if you make a change to save the changes. Okay, so it's really important here. Now, Under the groups, employee, supervisor, manager, and admin, once you've onboarded an employee, you can then go and edit a group or assign them to a group. So, under the individual who will appear under your employees, you've got your manage permission. So, you can individually change one person's permission or you can do it by group. Okay, so Jack Brown, I want to assign him as a supervisor, as an employee, admin, and that will change his permission structures. So, at the moment, I'm going to give Jack Brown. I'll give him admin's access, and there always is a warning. Updating the group will update all the users' permissions. Okay, so I save that, and now Jack Brown has a full access, as you can see. If I go, oh, I've made a mistake there. I actually only want Jack Brown to be an employee. I save those, and you can see it changes his access again. Okay. Now, notifications settings. Under permissions, click that. Okay, now these are all the notifications your employees will continually receive and you yourself as the admin will receive on their phone and on their computer system. Now, notifications will appear on the top right near the photo. There's a little bell button with a blue dot. If you press that and then view all, these are all the notifications that are getting sent to you. Okay. So you can go in here and you can deactivate a notification. Where it's got a little clock on, you can edit the frequency. So onboarding incomplete, that's a monthly frequency. Really, if you're onboarding someone, you probably need to have that as a daily frequency that they haven't, their onboarding's incomplete. So let's just change that and it will update it. So the person that you've sent onboarding notification to, if they have not completed all their onboarding correctly, it will keep sending them a notification to do so. So you can go down here and you can edit anything that you wish. If you wanted less notifications, obviously, just deactivate the notification. All right, so that's how you actually set up everything under your company um, to get started.